Hello, it's good to have you with us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Scott Hennessy. Temperatures are rising here on the Central Coast, and it's only going to get hotter over the next few days. It's raising concerns about fire danger. News Channel reporter Dave Alley is live in Santa Maria, where fire crews are ready. Dave.
They certainly are ready to go, Scott. Firefighters, as we know, they know all too well about the dangers at any time of the year, and especially right now, as several conditions are all coming together this week to increase the chances that a wildfire may ignite. The sun burns bright all along the Central Coast, signaling the start of unseasonably hot weather.
We're experiencing some conditions that we would expect later in the spring, closer to summer.
Worrying firefighters who are keeping a close eye on the forecast.
There should be record highs for us for the next couple of days, especially on tomorrow. Our folks know they're coming on early, working late, so we'll see what happens.
Fire danger is a major threat. To go along with hot temperatures, there's extremely low humidity. And high winds are also expected during the week.
We are experiencing higher winds, 20 to 40 miles an hour sustained in some cases, with gusts up to 60, and humidities as low as 5%. That's a concern for us.
Some areas are in better shape than others. Fire danger status is listed high in some locations, moderate in others, depending on the amount of rainfall received during the winter.
The one good thing in our favor is the fuel moisture. The dead fuel moisture is still a little bit elevated for this time of year, as we would have during the summer.
And with summer fast approaching, now is the time departments all across the Central Coast are gearing up and getting ready for those typically very busy months.
We are starting our annual wildland refresher, so our crews are prepared and ready for the wildland fire season, even if it comes a little bit early than anticipated.
And crews right now across the various departments, they are going through wildfire training as well as refresher courses. Now, some departments are also just beginning the process of upstaffing or very close to doing that. That's when they bring in additional firefighters and added resources to prepare for what could be a very busy summer season ahead, if not right now. Reporting live in Santa Maria, I'm News Channel reporter Dave Alley.
Here in our First Alert Weather Center, Gabe Leonard is keeping a close eye on the conditions today. Gabe.
Yeah, it's going to be a downright hot couple days. Those winds are going to increase as well. Plenty of sunshine out there. Tepisque Peak, we're sitting at 62 degrees. Feels like 62, and that humidity is at about 60%. That's going to come down as well. You know, it is dry out there. Looking at our current drought monitor, we are still seeing moderate to severe drought conditions and even extreme conditions up towards the east of here, and that's just going to continue. No rain in sight. Taking a look at those winds, too, anywhere from about 15 to 25 miles an hour. We are seeing some gusts in the upper 30s. You can see these oranges and reds here. That's where those winds are definitely going to be strongest, and we're going to see that over the next couple days. And along with those winds, the temperatures are going to be going up. Here's our future winds. They're going to be ebbing and flowing and really ramping up in those higher elevations. But the winds are just one thing, so it's going to get hot. Scott?
All right, thank you, Gabe. One of the biggest dangers on the road is a driver who is distracted, and the problem is not just someone on their phone. News Channel reporter John Palmentary is live. And John, this month law enforcement agencies are cracking down even harder on drivers who are putting others at risk.
And we see it all the time on surface streets and out here on Highway 101, drivers that just are not changing their habits if they're a distracted driver. And law enforcement agencies around here are cracking down this month in a special enforcement. What drivers do behind the wheel of a vehicle, other than focusing on what's in front of them, is still one of the biggest hazards everyone on our roadways face.
Like, I wish it was surprising to me, but it's just not.
This is Distracted Drivers Awareness Month. The number of offenders is still dangerously high, and traffic officers are cracking down. CHP officer Mike Fabila says he has heard it all when it comes to excuses, especially from cell phone users.
Oh, someone just called me real quick. Yeah. Oh, I just had to see this real quick. You know, it's real quick, but that real quick is what can cause the accident.
On Highway 101, with so much construction going on, looking down for a few seconds could have a tragic ending.
People are slowing down a lot more abruptly, and you're not getting that reaction time. That small glance going 65 miles an hour is going to take you about almost like a quarter mile.
There are many kinds of distractions besides your cell phone. It could be something you're looking at visually or something you just can't get out of your mind.
Even your radio, your air conditioner, the sandwich that you just dropped that you were eating, all of it's a distraction.
One driver brings her dog, Jack, along, but says he's well behaved. And like many drivers now, her phone is in a special mount.
I have a magnet that sticks to my dashboard, so I try not to touch it. It's still a distraction, I'll admit, but it's better than having it right in my face. Yeah.
Of all the distracted drivers, the younger ones are caught the most often.
Usually it's within the teen driving age, 18 to about 20-somethings-year-olds is the higher end. It's a lot of the times their lives are on their phones.
And when it comes to a solution,
I had a couple scares and I was like, you know what, I gotta put this thing down. So I started voice typing.
Now, many people sometimes plead for some kind of forgiveness or please give me a warning or I have this excuse. But the CHP says, especially this month and usually now in their normal patrols, if someone's on a cell phone, they should know, being a licensed driver in the state of California, that you cannot use your phone or handle it when you're driving. It has to be hands-free. That is the law. Reporting live along Highway 101 in Santa Barbara, I'm News Channel reporter John Palmentary.
All right, John, thank you for that. 3 men are now in custody in connection with the deadly shooting in Sacramento. A third person has